Hi everyone. This video, I'm going to show how to link to external data located in an external Excel file. And there are many occasions where we need to bring in data from another Excel file, and we need to link to that particular workbook. So in this video, I will show you two methods to link to external workbook to get the data into this current workbook that we are using. So there's two methods currently, and one is using the conventional link equal function, but here I use filter to link to this source called 2526 match detail CSV, and this file have a total of 111 rows, and I purposely extended the range to 400 over 496 so that when new rows are added to the source, uh, it will be reflected in this filter here. And the disadvantage of using this method is that the source workbook need to be open in order to refresh the data. But whereas if you use Power Query, the first is dynamic. When you click refresh, it will just bring the changes in. If there's new data, it will be imported. If there are data that are removed, it will be removed. So first is dynamic. Second, it does not require the source data file to be open. So without further ado, I shall demonstrate use these two method, the difference, and I shall show you how to port data using Power Query here. I create an additional uh, blank sheet, and now my source is a CSV file. You can see from here, 2526 mesh detail CSV. So I shall link it to the CSV file using get data from files from CSV. So I shall navigate to that file 2526 match detail, which is this, using Power Query, which is the more preferred method. And I click transform data. And since I need the whole data to be in there, I don't need to do any filtering here. And I check the header, the data type. This text, date, time, correct. Text, integer, text. Okay, so all these are decimal, is correct. So these data are all correct. So from here, I shall click close and load to the existing worksheet, which is this. And I want it to be a table here. You can import as a pivot report also, but I prefer a table because I just need the data. So I click OK. And the data will be imported, as you can see here. So now to format out, just to make it less colorful, I change the format to this gray, black, white format. So now I bring this data already. So now I shall close this file and I shall make changes to the source file. And you can see that using this link method, this function filter method, if the source file is not open, it will not be refreshed. So I shall show you what I mean. So I close this file first, save, yes. And in my source file here, I add an additional row here. Just for demo's sake, I duplicate the last row here, and I close this file. So there are two Man City versus Liverpool matches at the end. So I close this file and I save it. And now I go to my source file, the working file here, and can see that this external link, when you open, it does not refresh even though you click the refresh button. Yeah, it doesn't refresh, it doesn't bring in the workbook link, and you can click here, refresh, or it still does not add the additional row here, because you can see there's a yellow triangle here which indicate that this link workbook couldn't be read because it is closed, it's not open. You need to open the workbook, then this refresh will work. So, but whereas for Power Query, you can see I only have one workbook open. You go to Power Query, right? You can see it automatically refreshes the data here. You can see just now that I added the demo that I do, the Power Query. It also have the additional data here. So it is automatic reflected without needing the source file to be open. So if I open the source file, you can see that this traditional method using filter and formula, it will be updated. So now I shall open the source file here. And you can see now, then it will be populated. So without opening the source file, this traditional formula method linking to external workbook will not work. Whereas for Power Query, this also the Power Query, these two methods, you need not the source file to be open. So using Power Query is a better choice to link to external workbook data, and it's more dynamic and it's more versatile also. So guys, I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in my next video. If you like my channel, please subscribe and give a like. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video.